Hiya for time for another 3 o'clock read. Oh, yeah, you get comfy there, Jade. She's ready for her story. We are on chapter 13. I promise I'm reading the right chapter today. Okay, chapter 13. Varjak dreamed. It was sunrise in Mesopotamia. He breathed in the wild mint air. Everything seemed brighter and clearer than normal. The sky so clear and blue he saw the stars shining through the sunlight. He was climbing the mountain with Jalal. They were on a path rising higher and higher. He couldn't see the summit from here. The summit is the top, very top. There was still a long way to go. The path narrowed and Varjak found himself at the foot of a high overhanging cliff. Through the middle of the cliff there was a crack just wide enough for a cat, but it was blocked by a stone. "I'll just move this stone, Jalal," he said, "and then we can go on." "Indeed," said Jalal. "And can you see the stone you propose to move?" "Of course. It's right in front of me." "If you can see the stone," said Jalal in a slow, patient tone, "then you can see everything it is, everything it was, everything it will be." Varjak frowned. The stone was in their way, and all Jalal could do was talk in riddles in that irritating tone of voice. "Yes, I know how to see, Jalal," he said. He reached out a paw and pushed the stone. It didn't budge, so he tried again. This time the stone came away and rolled down the mountain behind him. There was a soft, shifting sound. A pebble rolled out of the gap Varjak had made. The stone must have been holding it back. He stood aside and watched it roll on down the mountain. More pebbles came out of the gap. The stones started to come, and bigger stones. It seemed like the gap was getting wider, and the stones kept coming, speeding up as they came. It's a great illustration of the page here. More and more stones were rolling out now, and snow was coming with it. The shifting noise was changing too. It was turning into a rumble, a deep, earthy rumble, and then a cracking, crunching noise came out of the cliff face. "Stand aside!" shouted Jalal. They moved away just in time, but with a great sigh, groaning sound, the whole cliff came crumbling down. The air was full of dust and snow and debris. Where the cliff had been, there was now a torrent of rock and snow rolling fast and hard. Varjak looked up and saw the side of the mountain above him shifting, saw the massive drifts of snow shaking and slide. He felt the earth beneath his paws shudder, and his heart was in his mouth, because he'd never dreamt of anything like this before. "What's happening now, Jalal?" he cried. "You have started an avalanche," said Jalal very calmly. Varjak watched, open-mouthed, as the torrent of snow grew, gathered, rock and snow growing bigger, getting faster and further down the mountain. He could see the flocks of birds flapping, animals running for cover, the world turning head over heels. Hi, Elsa. And the mighty mountain crumbling. Sheets of ice came sliding down, blocks as big as buildings, slithering through the snow, and Varjak thought the first stone, that little stone he pulled away, and he shook his head in fear and wonder. Slowly the avalanche settled. The rolling and rumbling came to rest. The rocks and snow found new formations. The shaking stopped, and beneath the clear blue sky the mountain grew calm and still once more. "Now, if you had truly seen that stone," said Jalal, "then you would have seen all this too. No action, however small, is without consequence. But come now, for better or worse, you have opened a way forward." Miss Badman. Read you chapter 14 tomorrow.